many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Demon Deacon's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. The Demon Deacons. To run the hurry up.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps
the sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the Demon Deacons will bring their punt team on the field now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They pressure him and get him. The loss back. On their own 7, it's now second and long. A handoff from the shotgun. He's swarmed by the defense.
And it's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense and taking advantage of what the defense gave them.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Big Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quick throw, the catch is made.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big games, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Brought down for a loss after the completion, not what they were looking for. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Let's it fly out of the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Hand off to the back. It'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. On the ground, it's Barnes. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The Demon Deacons will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. 2nd and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Play action here on 1st down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they hand it off to the back. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Going for his running back. He pulls in the catch. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Zags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. QB to the tight end for a completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barnes. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Makes the grab on the move. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. 1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Wake Forest Demon Deacons with less than ideal field position as they come out for their first possession. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Makes a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Demon Deacons looking to keep this drive rolling. The shotgun handoff here. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the Demon Deacons hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's caught. It's Shabira.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So Florida State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Sideline route, but he's out of...
The pass on
First down marker. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a 1st down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Looking to throw it deep. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They're going to run it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Barnes. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The shotgun running play call. It's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The back's got it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Buying time, moving to his left. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Knowles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Big Force sends the offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First down here for this offense. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Finding some room with the 25. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass, finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of...
And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Here comes the point-after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. Wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the right side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Demon Deacons come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Great job here by the defense of sniffing out this screen. You can see the defensive linemen, the linebackers, everybody running to that running back. Because of that team pursuit, it's a big loss for the defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that is no good. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
And the comes back on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They'll kick it away here. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab made by the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They'll give it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Number 88 with the grab and the score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida State 28, Wake Forest 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Hands off to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. It hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Cut quickly. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Ball handed to the running back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game, but we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed, I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They're going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. That's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 3rd down and goal for the offense.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Noles. And this one is getting ugly.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. 1st down and 10 now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The pocket breaking down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Florida State 34, Wake Forest 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll give it to the running back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got a problem.